Have you ever walked into your home and felt more pressure than peace? You're not alone. Many of us spend years organizing, cleaning, and rearranging our spaces, yet that serene, clutter-free feeling remains elusive. What if the secret to a truly peaceful home isn't better organization, but the courage to let go? In this video, we're diving into 12 surprising things you might be holding onto. Items you've organized and reorganized for years that could be silently weighing you down. Stay with us until the end, because this isn't just a decluttering checklist. It's a transformative journey to reclaim your space, energy, and even a part of yourself you may have forgotten. You'll discover how everyday items, like extra coffee mugs or outdated gadgets, carry emotional weight and how releasing them can spark joy, clarity, and freedom. We'll guide you through practical steps to make letting go feel empowering, not overwhelming, and share creative ideas, like turning memorabilia into digital treasures. By watching, you'll gain insights to create a home that reflects who you are today, not a museum of the past. This is about more than stuff. It's about crafting a sanctuary for your current chapter of life. So, take a deep breath. You're exactly where you need to be. Let's begin this journey together and unlock the peace your home and heart deserve. If you are not subscribed, subscribe and activate the notification bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support means a lot to me, and if you enjoyed this video, you can help me continue spreading the valuable lessons by liking and sharing it. If you like the topic of this video, please comment 1. If you don't, please comment 0 to let me know how I can improve and make better videos for you. Now, let's begin. 1. The extra mugs that hold more than just coffee. Let me ask you something. Really take a moment and think about it. How many coffee mugs do you use on a regular day? Maybe one, just the one that holds your morning brew. Perhaps you enjoy a second one for an afternoon tea or a comforting hot cocoa. But if you open your kitchen cabinet, what do you see? I bet you'll find more mugs than you can count. 10, maybe 15, or even more. They're stacked up in there, each one holding not just liquid, but a story, a memory. There's the world's best grandma mug you got years ago on Mother's Day, still holding a place of honor. Or that souvenir mug from your unforgettable trip to Niagara Falls, sitting there, a reminder of the time you marveled at the falls and thought, I'll never forget this. And then there's the mug your grandchild lovingly painted in a ceramics class, their little handprints forever etched in the glaze. They're sweet. They're meaningful. They hold sentimental value that tugs at your heartstrings, each one a little piece of your personal history. But here's where we sometimes fail to notice. Every time we open that cabinet, we're making tiny decisions. We're choosing which mug to use, which one to move aside, which one to try not to knock over. And though it seems like such a small task, that little moment of indecision can weigh us down, just a little bit. All that clutter, each extra mug, quietly chips away at your mental space. And you might not even realize it. These mugs aren't just about beverages. They often carry something deeper. They hold emotions, nostalgia for moments gone by, guilt for something you've outgrown, maybe even bittersweet memories of a time you wish you could go back to. But let me be clear. This isn't about throwing away memories or discarding things that matter. No, it's about choosing what actively serves your life today. What if, just for a moment, you let go of all the extras and chose 3 mugs that truly speak to your heart? The ones that feel just right in your hands, that bring a genuine smile to your face each time you take a sip. Imagine how much more space you'd have, not just in your cabinet, but in your life. What if the rest could go on to serve someone else? What if, instead of gathering dust and taking up precious space, they could be passed along to someone who would cherish them just as much as you once did? Letting go isn't about losing anything. It's about creating space for the things that truly matter. It's about embracing simplicity and gaining clarity, feeling lighter and more at peace with the things you choose to keep close. 2. Memorabilia you've packed away and forgotten. Somewhere, hidden deep in the back of a closet or tucked away in an old, dusty trunk, there's a box, a forgotten treasure trove of memories. Inside, you'll find relics from days long gone, old birthday cards from friends who once shared your life but have now faded into the past, a corsage from a wedding, now just a withered reminder of a fleeting moment of love, movie tickets from a night you laughed so hard your cheeks ached, and letters that tell stories of simpler times. There's also that photograph, yellowed with age, and a crinkled program from your child's school play, a piece of their innocence that's now tucked away in a forgotten corner. Each of these items once held deep meaning, a symbol of moments that shaped who you are today, and yet they sit in silence, gathering dust, untouched for years. We hold on to these things because, in some way, we think, these are my memories. But the truth, though gentle, is powerful. Your memories aren't in the things you collect, they live inside you. The laughter, the tears, the milestones, they are woven into the very fabric of your being. They shaped you, and they continue to be a part of you, regardless of whether or not you keep the physical mementos. That's a hard truth to accept sometimes, isn't it? It's not that these treasures aren't valuable, they're a reflection of the life you've lived. But perhaps it's time to consider what matters today. What if, instead of clinging to every piece of paper or trinket, you choose to keep only the things that still stir something deep within you? What if, with a sense of peace, you let go of the rest, without guilt, without the burden of the past weighing you down? You don't have to discard everything, but consider the idea of capturing these moments in a new way. Take photos of your memorabilia. Preserve the essence of your story without the clutter. You could create a digital album or even a beautifully crafted memory book. This way, you honor the past without letting it consume your space, your energy, or your heart. What you're doing here is more than just tidying up. You're making space, not just in your home, but in your soul. Letting go of physical reminders of the past clears room for the present, and for the future you've yet to embrace. There is still so much life ahead of you, waiting to unfold. Let go of what no longer serves you, and make room for new experiences, new memories, and the joy of living fully in the here and now. After all, the past was a chapter of your story, but the pages still to be written are where the magic lies. 3. Outdated technology that no longer serves you. We all know what it's like to hold onto old tech, those forgotten gadgets cluttering up our homes, lingering in drawers and closets, silently reminding us of the past. The tangled mess of cords you can't bear to part with because you can't remember which device they were ever for. That flip phone from 2 decades ago, now a relic of a time that seems so distant. The digital camera, once a prized possession, now gathering dust because it broke and, for some reason, we just can't bring ourselves to throw it away. Or that old printer or fax machine tucked away in the corner, somehow still there, just in case, even though it hasn't been used in years. Technology moves at lightning speed, and what once seemed like a cutting-edge gadget can quickly transform into an outdated relic of a different era. Yet, we cling to them. Why? Maybe it's the memories, the reminder of what we spent on it. Maybe it's that small hope we hold on to, telling ourselves, one day, I'll figure out how to use it again. Or maybe it's simply the easier choice, letting it sit there because facing the decision feels too overwhelming. But here's the harsh truth. Keeping these outdated gadgets doesn't just take up space in your home. It takes up space in your mind. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 1 below to let me know that you are still here with me. Each of those unused devices is a weight, a subtle reminder of things left undone, money spent and now wasted, decisions postponed. The longer they linger, the heavier they feel. And before you know it, these forgotten objects start to feel like an emotional burden, an anchor holding you back from the present. So, here's a simple challenge. What if you took just 30 minutes? 30 minutes to gather up those old gadgets, to let go of what no longer serves you. Recycle the broken ones. Donate the ones that still work. But most importantly, set yourself free from the mental clutter they carry. Because, let's be real, you're not living in the past. You're living right now. Your space should reflect who you are today, not the person you were years ago when those gadgets seemed so important. You deserve a home that feels open, fresh, and inspiring. A space that supports your current life, not one that's suffocated by technology that's collecting dust. Imagine the peace you'll feel when you free yourself from the weight of all those outdated electronics. Just think about it. Your home will feel lighter, and so will you. For glasses that no longer help you see. How many old pairs of glasses do you have sitting in a drawer, tucked away on a shelf, or forgotten in the back of your closet? Some are probably gathering dust, their once clear lenses now scratched, fogged, or covered in smudges that refuse to wipe away. Maybe they were your go-to pair for years, your favorites that helped you see the world in sharp focus. Maybe they hold sentimental value, a reminder of who you used to be, who you thought you were at one time. Or perhaps you're just keeping them just in case, as though their outdated prescriptions or bent frames still have something to offer you. But the truth is, those old glasses, they aren't helping you anymore. And on a deeper level, keeping them is like holding onto a past version of yourself. A version that no longer fits the person you've become, the person you are now. We all evolve, whether it's physically or emotionally, and sometimes what served us before no longer serves us today. Just like your eyes, your needs and perspectives have changed. And that's okay. It's beautiful. You've grown, you've changed, and it's time your glasses reflect that. It's easy to forget, but keeping those outdated glasses can subtly weigh you down. They represent a version of you that's gone, a part of your life that no longer fits the person you're becoming. You deserve clarity, not only in your vision but in your life. You deserve to see things, truly see them, clearly and sharply, without the distractions of the past clouding your present. So, take a moment, and go ahead and gather every pair of glasses, every pair of sunglasses, that no longer help you. Try each one on. Ask yourself, does this still work for me? Does it make me feel good when I wear it? Does it match the person I am today, or is it just a reminder of who I used to be? If your answer is no, then it's time to let them go. There's no shame in releasing things that no longer serve you, and it's liberating to let go of what's holding you back. Many optical shops and charities accept old glasses as donations, so don't just toss them. You can give them a second life, offering someone else the opportunity to see the world clearly, just as you once did. It's a small, but meaningful gesture of kindness. Decluttering your eyewear collection isn't just about tidying up a drawer. It's a simple act of self-care, a reflection of love and respect for yourself. It's a way of saying, I honor the person I am right now. Because, let's face it, today's you deserves to see the world in a way that reflects who you are, right here, right now. Clear vision is not just about the lenses in your glasses. It's about seeing your life for what it is, beautiful, evolving, and worthy of clarity. 5. Books you keep meaning to read. Take a slow, reflective walk around your home. Stand in front of your bookshelves, where a silent world of pages waits. How many of those books have you read? How many sit there, gathering dust, simply waiting for a day that never seems to come? Perhaps they've been there for months, or even years, staring back at you with their promises of adventure, knowledge, and inspiration. Yet, they remain untouched. Books are beautiful. They're windows into other worlds, teachers of wisdom, and beacons of creativity. But they also have a way of quietly turning into clutter when they become symbols of guilt or abandoned intentions. Each time you pass by them, don't you feel that quiet, almost imperceptible tug? That little voice reminding you, I should read that. I promised myself I'd start that novel last winter. That series I never finished. The thought lingers, often just as fleeting as the feeling of disappointment it leaves behind. But here's a gentle truth. Your worth is not tied to the number of books you finished, or the ones that remain on your shelf, waiting for a day that might never come. It's okay to release what no longer excites you, or what no longer serves your growth. If a book hasn't called out to you by now, maybe it's time to acknowledge that it simply isn't the right fit anymore. And that's perfectly fine. Take a moment to sort through your unread collection. Hold each one in your hands and ask yourself honestly, do I feel a spark? Am I truly excited to read this? If the answer isn't a resounding yes, then it might be time to let go. Donate those books to your local library, a senior center, or to a friend who might find joy in them. Clearing away those unread books isn't a sign of defeat. It's an act of liberation. It's creating space for fresh discovery, for new ideas that align with who you are now. It's making room for stories and knowledge that will inspire, uplift, and transform you. Remember, you're not giving up on learning or self-growth. You're simply permitting yourself to move forward with freedom, knowing that your journey isn't measured by the books you've left behind, but by the ones that truly ignite your spirit today. 6. Too many sheets and towels. Too little peace. The linen closet is often an overlooked sanctuary of chaos in our homes, hidden behind a door that, when opened, reveals a mess of mismatched sheets, old towels we haven't touched in years, and pillowcases that seem to have lost their partners in the long-forgotten corners of the closet. We hold on to these items for all sorts of reasons. We think we need them just in case. For guests who may or may not visit, for laundry emergencies that rarely happen, for reasons that feel logical in the moment but don't make sense when we stop and think about it. But really, how many sheets and towels do we need? I've come to realize that we don't need as many as we think. A simple rule is 2 sets of sheets per bed, and maybe 2 or 3 towels per person. That's it. Anything beyond that is just adding to the clutter. And what does clutter do? It steals our peace. It fills our spaces with anxiety and exhaustion, leaving us overwhelmed instead of relaxed. I can't tell you how many times I've opened that closet door, only to feel a wave of frustration and stress as I sift through piles of unnecessary items, searching for something I rarely use. But imagine this. What would it feel like to open that linen closet and see it organized, simple, and serene? Neatly folded towels, sheets that match, all in their place. It's a feeling of peace. It's like a weight being lifted off your shoulders, and a breath of fresh air that makes you feel lighter. That is the kind of environment you deserve. It's time to start decluttering. Take everything out of the closet. Touch each item. Ask yourself if it's worth keeping. If it's worn out, stained, or hasn't been touched in over a year, let it go. It's freeing, I promise you. Keep only what feels good to the touch, what serves a purpose in your home, and what fits the space you live in. Once you've purged what no longer serves you, consider donating the gently used items to local shelters or organizations that reuse textiles. It's not just about tidying up, it's about giving yourself the gift of order and calm. Your home should be a sanctuary, a place that brings you comfort and ease, not stress and frustration. This simple act of decluttering your linen closet isn't just about making your space more organized. It's about creating an atmosphere where you can truly relax. When your space feels serene, you feel serene. And you deserve nothing less. 7. Handbags that no longer carry your story. Handbags are so much more than just accessories. They are intimate companions, silent witnesses to our lives. We carry them everywhere, into meetings, to the store, on adventures, and each bag tells a story. The fabric, the leather, the worn handles, all of them have been shaped by our journey. Some bags hold memories, some hold regrets, and others just hold our daily essentials. But as time passes, so do our stories, and so too should the handbags that no longer resonate with who we are now. Over time, these bags start to accumulate, piled on shelves, hidden away in the back of closets, or stuffed in boxes that we've forgotten about. Some of them are worn out, their once beautiful texture faded. Some, though perfectly fine, never quite felt like us in the first place. We bought them, or someone bought them for us, thinking they might fill a gap or complete an outfit. Others were thoughtful gifts, given with love, but they don't quite match the version of ourselves we've grown into. Yet, we often hold on to them, not because they serve a practical purpose, but because of the memories they carry. Those bags remind us of a season of life, perhaps a time when we were more carefree, or when we were still figuring out who we were. Maybe they were the symbol of an old dream, or a version of ourselves we hoped to become. But here's the truth: holding on to them doesn't keep those memories alive. It can hold us back, keeping us tied to a past that no longer fits the person we've become. And isn't it time to let go of what no longer serves us? After all, just as we evolve, so should what we carry with us. Ask yourself, really ask, how many of these bags do I use? How many still bring me comfort, joy, or functionality? Do they reflect who I am now, or are they simply relics of a time long past? If your answer is one or two, then perhaps it's time to release the others. Let them go. When you part with a handbag that no longer serves you, you're not abandoning the memories it holds. No, you're freeing yourself. You're unburdening yourself from the weight of what no longer fits your life. You're making space for what brings you ease, beauty, and functionality. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 2 below to let me know that you are still here with me. So, take a moment. Choose the bags that truly reflect the person you are today. Those are the ones that deserve a place in your life now. The rest, donate them. Pass them on to someone who might find joy and use in what you no longer need. There's an incredible grace in releasing the things that once served us well, and even more power in choosing what supports us in the present, making room for new chapters. Don't be afraid to let go. Sometimes, the freedom you gain is the most beautiful part of all. 8. Duplicate kitchen gadgets that clutter more than they help. Take a moment to open your kitchen drawers and look inside. How many gadgets are buried deep within, untouched and forgotten, waiting for a chance to prove their worth, yet gathering dust instead? There's that second garlic press that you convinced yourself you needed, a third peeler that seemed like a great idea in the store, that avocado slicer you thought would revolutionize your meal prep, and let's not forget the popcorn maker that was all the rage one movie night, only to be shoved aside after the credits rolled, never to see the light of day again. We acquire these kitchen gadgets with the best of intentions, hoping they'll help us create culinary masterpieces, make life easier, or maybe even spark a bit of excitement in the kitchen. But over time, they become nothing more than clutter. The excitement fades, and we're left with a kitchen that feels cramped, disorganized, and, honestly, a bit overwhelming. What was meant to be a collection of helpful tools ends up being a collection of distractions. The truth is, the best meals are often made with just a few trusted, reliable tools. The essentials that you use every day. Those are the items that make your cooking flow effortlessly, that support you in your creativity, and allow you to enjoy the process of preparing food. The rest? They just take up space, clutter your drawers, and complicate a process that should feel simple and joyful. Imagine your kitchen feeling light, open, and welcoming again. What if every drawer only held the things you truly love and use often? Decluttering your kitchen doesn't mean abandoning your passion for cooking or sacrificing variety. It's about creating a space where you can truly enjoy the act of cooking, not feel like you're wading through unnecessary gadgets just to find the essentials. So, I challenge you to choose a day this week to go through every drawer and every shelf. Ask yourself, when was the last time I used this? If something hasn't earned its place in your kitchen in the past year, it might be time to let it go. Trust that your kitchen will still be a place of creativity and joy. By making room for only the tools that serve you, you'll be inviting simplicity, peace, and a renewed sense of purpose into your cooking. Because cooking should never feel like a chore, it should feel like a ritual, one that brings you peace and joy every time. 9. Piles of old magazines and newspapers that you'll get to someday. It begins innocently enough with just one magazine. One issue you picked up on a whim, perhaps because of an intriguing recipe, an article that piqued your curiosity, or simply because the cover caught your eye and you couldn't bear to part with it. But then, One magazine turns into two, and before you know it, there's a small stack on your nightstand. A few days later, another pile forms under the coffee table. Soon, they start accumulating in the hallway, and, slowly but surely, they take over. They seem harmless at first, almost like they hold some kind of promise. "I'll get to them someday," you tell yourself. "I'll try that recipe, or read that interesting article." But here's the gentle truth that we often avoid. Weeks go by. Months, even years, pass, and those magazines, those once meaningful objects, are left untouched. They've lost their purpose. What was once a source of potential has morphed into clutter, just another pile of paper collecting dust, quietly reminding you of what you didn't do. At some point, they stop being useful and start becoming nothing more than a burden, an ever-present reminder of time slipping away. We hold on to paper because it feels real. It's tangible. Unlike the digital world, which can feel fleeting and intangible, a magazine or newspaper in our hands feels like something important, something we must preserve. But in reality, in this age of endless online content, we're not losing anything by letting go of the physical copies. We are gaining so much more: peace of mind, space, and the freedom to release the guilt that comes with the thought of catching up on things we never will. So, here's your invitation to let go. Set aside a quiet afternoon to face that stack of magazines and newspapers. Sort through them slowly, thoughtfully. Keep only the ones that still speak to your soul today, the ones that bring a sense of joy or inspiration. The rest, recycle them. Let them go. Allow yourself to say, "I missed it," and feel no shame. Celebrate the decision. When you're done, take a deep breath, feeling the weight lifted from your shoulders. Take in the fresh, clear space you've created, and bask in the calm that comes with it. Remember, your time, your attention, and your energy are precious. They deserve to be spent wisely and thoughtfully. When your environment reflects that intention, when the surfaces around you are clear, it's not just a visual relief. It's a soothing balm for your soul, a gentle reminder that you have control over the things that fill your life, and that you are choosing to fill it with what truly matters. 10. Broken jewelry that's still holding on. Take a deep breath and slowly open the little box, drawer, or pouch where you've been hiding all those old, forgotten pieces of jewelry. Perhaps it's tucked away in the back of your bedroom dresser, gathering dust, or maybe it's resting quietly in a velvet-lined box that used to feel so full of promise. You unlock it, and inside, you find treasures of a different time: a gold chain with a broken clasp, a ring missing its precious stone, or a pair of earrings, only one of which remains, as though the other simply vanished. Some of these pieces haven't been worn in decades, yet there they are, lingering in your life, holding on tight. But why? Why have you kept them all this time? Because jewelry, at its core, is never just metal and stones. It's so much more. It's emotion. It's memory. It's a tangible piece of your past that holds the essence of a life once lived, a chapter that sparkled so brightly. That ring. It's not just a piece of jewelry. It's a reminder of your younger self, the one who danced until midnight, carefree and full of dreams. That tangled bracelet? Perhaps it came from someone you loved deeply, a piece of their energy woven into every link. Letting go of these items isn't just about parting with an object. It feels like letting go of a part of you, or a part of someone else who once walked beside you. And so, you place them gently back in the box, promising yourself, "I'll fix it one day." But somehow, that day never seems to come. Years slip by, and you find yourself staring at these broken, abandoned treasures, knowing they no longer serve the joy they once brought. Here's the thing. When something has sat broken and unused for 10 years, it stops being a piece of jewelry. It becomes a silent weight, a weight that doesn't just occupy space on your shelf, but one that slowly presses down on your heart. Each time you catch a glimpse of it, it sparks a flicker of unresolved feelings, a quiet tug at your soul. You deserve more than that. You deserve freedom from emotional clutter, from the invisible burdens that weigh you down. This week, take a moment to go through your collection. Hold each piece in your hands and ask yourself, does this bring me joy now? Does it still have a place in my life? If it does, then perhaps this is the time to finally have it fixed. Let it shine once again. If it doesn't, allow yourself the space to let go, but do so with love, not guilt. Take a photo to remember it by, and maybe even write a note about the memories attached to it. Let it be a beautiful chapter that's now complete. Some pieces can be recycled or repurposed, given new life in a way that honors their past. Others might be passed on, perhaps to a grandchild who will look at them with fresh eyes, cherishing them in a new way. And know this, you're not throwing away memories. You're choosing peace over sentimentality. You're honoring your past, not by holding on to things that no longer serve you, but by making room for the present. Your life is an ongoing story, and it deserves space to shine today, free from the weight of yesterday's brokenness. 11. Expired beauty products that lost their sparkle. Let's take a stroll into your bathroom. Open those drawers, peek inside the cabinet under the sink, and maybe even glance at the tray sitting untouched atop your vanity. What do you see? Half-used moisturizers, lipsticks that haven't seen the light of day in years, shades you no longer wear, foundations with their texture completely ruined, separated in their bottles, crying out to be discarded. Then there's the perfume bottle you once adored, but haven't reached for in 5 years, gathering dust. And maybe tucked away in the corner is that eye cream you splurged on, the one that promised to work miracles, but never did quite as expected. Does this sound familiar? If so, know that you're not alone. We all do it, holding on to beauty products long after their time has passed. We cling to them because of the money we spent, the memories they hold, or the hope we once had that they'd transform us. But here's the thing, deep down, we all know they've lost their magic. The truth is, those expired products may be doing more harm than good. They can cause irritation, breakouts, or allergic reactions. Or worse, simply not work at all, leaving you frustrated. But beyond the physical risks, there's an emotional cost that we often overlook. Every time you open that drawer and reach for that old worn-out cream, there's an unspoken message. It whispers, "This will have to do. Maybe later, I'll treat myself to something new. Maybe someday I'll be worthy of a fresh start." But, dear friend, you are not a maybe later kind of person. You are worthy, right here, right now, of care, comfort, and quality. Today, your beauty routine, no matter how simple, isn't just about how you look. It's about how you feel. It's about standing in front of the mirror and saying, "I still matter. I am still here. I am still beautiful." You deserve products that reflect that truth. So, take some time for yourself. Go through each item. Look at the expiration dates, smell those lotions, try on the lipsticks. If something feels off, old, expired, or simply not you anymore, let it go. Toss it out without guilt. And if your budget allows, buy yourself just one new item. Something small, but meaningful. Something that feels like a gift to your current self, not a reminder of the past. 12. Clothes you're saving for someday. Clothes, those familiar, comforting, yet sometimes burdensome items hanging in your closet. There's something deeply personal about them, isn't there? Behind every hanger, behind each carefully folded drawer, lies a story, a memory, a moment frozen in time. Some of those stories we wear with pride, while others we keep hidden, tucked away in the corners of our minds, just like the clothes that don't quite fit anymore. But here's the truth. Clothes are never just clothes. They symbolize seasons of our lives, the versions of ourselves we've loved, and sometimes the ones we've outgrown. And they also represent aspirations we once had and perhaps still carry with us today. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment, 3 below to let me know that you are still here with me. We all know the pieces I'm talking about. The jeans you wore with confidence when you felt lighter, both physically and emotionally. The blouse from that wedding in the late 90s that holds not just the scent of the night, but the energy of a time when life seemed so different. The business suit that once made you feel powerful in the boardroom, but now hangs there, a reminder of a chapter that's long since closed. And the dress you've been holding onto for that special occasion that never comes. It's that someday mentality that keeps these clothes in your life, waiting for a version of yourself that may never return. We keep these clothes for so many reasons. Hope, nostalgia, even guilt. But the thing is, every time you open that closet and see those items, you're reminded of a person you were or a person you think you should still be. And while it's okay to remember the past with fondness, sometimes those pieces can quietly erode our confidence and rob us of the peace we deserve. Here's a powerful truth that I want you to hold on to. You are not the past version of yourself. You are not defined by a number on a scale, by whether or not a dress still fits, or by the person you once were. You are who you are today. You are a woman who has lived, loved, laughed, and learned. You are a woman who has grown stronger with every challenge and wiser with every year. And that woman deserves a closet that reflects her journey. Not the woman she was, but the powerful, radiant, evolving woman she is right now. Picture this for a moment. Imagine opening your wardrobe and only finding clothes that fit beautifully, that feel amazing on your body, and that give you the confidence to take on the day. No guilt. No maybe someday. Just comfort, ease, and joy in getting dressed every single morning. This week, take a moment to go through your closet, piece by piece. Ask yourself, do I wear this? Do I feel good in it? Does it support the life I'm living right now? If it doesn't, consider letting it go. Pass it on to someone who could benefit from it today. Let that space open up and notice how much lighter your mornings feel. Because dressing yourself should never be a chore. It should be a celebration of who you are, a daily act of self-respect, a statement of how far you've come. Your body has carried you through decades of living, learning, and loving. It has shaped you into the strong, beautiful person you are today. It deserves clothes that honor it, not clothes that silently judge or remind you of past versions of yourself. Letting go of those someday clothes is not about giving up. It's about choosing to live fully, to embrace your present self unapologetically, and to step into the woman you are right now, beautifully, confidently, and without hesitation. And this, my friend, is what letting go truly means. If you've stayed with me this far, I want to thank you, not just for watching, but for showing up for yourself. Because this wasn't just a list of things to toss out. This was an invitation to embark on a quiet, honest journey of self-reflection. Letting go isn't just about decluttering physical space. It's about coming home to yourself, shedding the old versions of who you thought you should be, and embracing the vibrant, full life you're living now. When we release what no longer serves us, whether it's an old bracelet, unread magazines, or those jeans that no longer fit, we create space. Space for the life we're meant to live today, right now, fully and completely. As we come to the end of this journey together, I hope you've gained some valuable insights about letting go of the things that no longer serve you, especially in your wardrobe. It's not just about cleaning out a closet, it's about making space for a version of yourself that is vibrant, confident, and unapologetically you. So, what have you learned today? What is one thing you'll take away from this and bring into your life moving forward? I would love to hear from you. Take a moment to comment below and share with us what you're going to start practicing today. Whether it's decluttering your closet, letting go of guilt, or embracing the powerful woman you are right now. Your story can inspire others, and we'd love to hear it. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a comment, like, share, and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel so you never miss out on more meaningful content like this. Thank you for showing up for yourself today, and I'll see you in the next one.